today that the majority of what we worry about is fitting in. Looking right, saying the right words, and moving the right way. It's so easy just to get caught up in these silly details. The past few days, you have stopped that exhausting cycle. What you have done has told everyone that you are not only willing, but you are proud to finally discuss these issues that affect millions of people. It may be cooler to focus on these little things, but if you really think about KUNA, it is the way for young people to talk about things that really do matter. Think about it. You, every single one of you, have drafted, debated, and documented solutions for problems that no one can solve. As a generation, we cannot cloud our fresh perspective by using our brain space on things that simply do not matter. You cannot be a good leader without being a real leader. If everyone in this room were to go back home tomorrow with a smile on your face, because all you really need to do is be yourself, we, the middle schoolers, will have started changing the world. That's all it takes. If you ever feel powerless, take a step back. Think about how many thoughts you as a person have every day, and multiply that by 7 billion. You'll see why we may disagree with each other. And you may also see that using that calm, peaceful method to make your points actually gets your point across stronger. You will never change the minds of those who don't listen. And you will never get people to listen to you by yelling, because those who have been yelled at have become deaf. There are so many people all over the world, and when you consider this, you may find it easier to forget about your own problems right in this moment. Treat every problem like it is your sole responsibility to solve. People are watching you more than you think, and taking initiative is often much bigger than it appears. Smile when you pass that person in the hall who maybe doesn't have a reason to smile. Be a friend to someone who lacks a friend. Show kindness in places where it has never been seen before. What you can do every day is be your distinct self. Be something new, be something fresh, and take the initiative to show the world who you really are. For it is only then that you can really change it. And you will be a candle in a dark room. There are people suffering all over the world, and there are people suffering in Kentucky, in your county, in your school, and maybe even in this room. But we cannot stop trying our best to change the way things are until everyone is happy, until everyone has a purpose. And the way to start, and the way to take that first step, and the way to begin to end all that suffering is to smile, roll up your sleeves, and get to work. And I don't mean to say that your everyday problems don't matter, but what I do mean to say is that your time here is short, and you don't want to look back on your life exhausted from wearing a mask and ignoring problems. You want to be able to look back and know that you changed at least one person's life. So KUNA, here's my challenge for you. Treat every problem like you are the only one who can fix it.
Can everyone hear me? Yeah. Okay. So for my speech today, I want to do something different. I want to talk about how initiative has affected me in my own life. So I want to start in 6th grade. In 6th grade, I was a shy kid. I hardly participated, and I didn't get out of my comfort zone. But in 7th grade, I said I was going to change this. So, in the spur of the moment, I signed up to be a proposed author. Unfortunately, the only country left was North Korea, which is not the greatest country to start with. But I kept with it, and through much stress and procrastination, my fellow authors and I managed to make a proposal. And even on that first day of KUNA, we felt really confident. But as many of you guys can testify, this confidence soon drains out of you as you step up there to speak. And we were no exception. So, as I stepped up there to speak, I just want to say this speech that I can remember still today because it's probably shaped my KUNA experience the most. So I step up there to speak, and I give the worst speech I've ever given. It was terrible, like completely terrible. I made every mistake you could do. I mumbled, I raised my voice until I was shouting at the audience. I literally made every mistake you could do. But next year I came back. I worked hard, I got out of my comfort zone, and here I am in front of you as your president of General Assembly. So, KUNA is a place where you can learn and make mistakes. And that's what I think KUNA is. I bet if you talk to some of the veterans here, they have problems just like mine, full of funny mistakes and nervousness. But if you can't take initiative at KUNA, where else can you take it? Jesse Jackson once said, "Time is neutral and does not change things. With courage and initiative, leaders change things." When I look at people in this conference, I do not only see smart, intelligent people, but I see people wanting to speak, wanting to be heard. And these voices should be heard. So today, I want everyone to close their eyes. Everyone close your eyes and think of a time that you got out of your comfort zone and how good that felt. And keep your eyes closed while I give you to the President, Secretary General.
I'd like you to now open your eyes. Not really darkened. Okay. I need KUNA 2016. I need you to do me a favor. Can you all get out your phones and do please? I mean, don't be texting your girlfriends or nothing like that.
Which one?
Or boyfriends. Okay, please be quiet. This is supposed to be very serious. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. I really don't know where I'd be without you. Kind of like I don't know where the world would be without change and the ability to adapt. The funny thing about that is it's exactly how we ended up here. A small group of pilgrims seeking religious freedom left England and found a new home. A short time later, 13 colonies declared independence from the British rule. Since then, we've seen a lot of change. We've seen the writing of the Constitution, we've seen the Bill of Rights, we've seen an entire civil rights movement. The thing that all these have in common is change. Each one has been a break away from whatever normal was at the time. Someone, somewhere, decided they wanted something better for themselves. Then, they influenced a few other people. These people decided to join in. They stood up for what they believed was right, despite the consequences. It even cost some of them their lives. But that's what happens when you suggest change. It's never the popular idea because people have become comfortable with whatever normal is. Even if what comfortable is unfair or wrong. Someone had to show them the way. Someone had to light the way. In closing, speaking of light, Carl Jung once said, "As far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to candle the light to the darkness of your being." So my challenge to you, until we meet again, KUNA 2016, I'd like you to take the light and take initiative and be that light.